A Sioux Falls business built on nostalgia is gaining attention both locally and online. Cave Gamers is a nationwide reseller specializing in vintage video games and systems. The founder has spent the last decade turning a passion for gaming into a successful business. As Tom Hansen shows us in tonight's Eye on Kelloland, a company that started out in a basement bedroom in Brandon has grown into one of the premier sellers of classic video games in the country.
Inside this building on the west side of Sioux Falls, Cave Gamers employees bring old school gaming back to life. People sell their old video games and consoles to the business. From classic cartridges to retro consoles, it's big business.
It's cool that we're actually, I'm an adult now and this is my job and I'm selling the stuff that I would have played with as a kid.
Cave Gamers is the brainchild of Bobby Brockmuller. He began fixing and reselling Xbox 360s right after high school and then just kept going. Last year, his company sold around 100,000 items.
We test everything to make sure it's working, then we clean it.
A portion of the building houses different workstations for technicians to bring the games back to life.
Let's say a button doesn't work or the disc game doesn't read when you put it into the system. We'll send it over to repairs and then they've got their whole station set up to diagnose issues and fix any kind of problems.
The games and consoles come from all over the country. This is a pallet full of more than 500 PlayStation 2s. We also saw stacks of Xboxes and totes full of Nintendo DS handhelds.
All of these pads will buff out the scratches.
These machines refurbish damaged DVDs.
These are all the completed discs. It'll look almost brand new.
Brockmuller started the business with a simple idea: make vintage gaming accessible again. His company employs about 30 people.
When I do think back, I just think I don't know how this happened. This is crazy. It seems surreal sometimes.
What began as a small operation has grown steadily over the past 12 years. It now takes this giant warehouse to house the Cave Gamers inventory, which includes games, consoles, and collectibles. Pokemon cards are a hot item. Brockmuller gets his inventory through the company's Sell My Games website. Customers can find out how much those old games sitting in the closet are worth. When it comes to selling the games and consoles and collectibles, the business reaches customers far beyond South Dakota through its own website, as well as sales on Amazon, eBay, and social media platforms. The growth did not happen overnight. The company's first employee, hired over a dozen years ago, has seen that evolution firsthand.
My very first day on the job actually was helping with Bobby break down some boxes. Not at all what I do now, but you think of those humble beginnings.
Andy Miller is the product and catalog manager. He says childhood friend Brockmuller is driven.
He thrives off of kind of new ideas, and I think that's a great way for a CEO or a founder of any company to just be having a vision of going forward, and he definitely has that.
It's a principle in me that I strive for excellence in what I do, and this is what I do, and so I'm trying to make it the best that it can be.
For Brockmuller, the mission is simple: keep the games people love in the hands of those who appreciate them. With Eye on Kelloland, I'm Tom Hansen.
Cave Gamers continues to evolve beyond an online company. They recently opened a retail space where people can come, see, and buy products in person. It's located at the company headquarters on the west side of Sioux Falls.